A very good question. One of the important parts of this project is the connector trail between the incline and bar trail, and that will be repaired. Currently people are using the drainage to get in between the two trails. That drainage channel is going to be closed off, as well as all of the other social trails that are around, that are forming in that area, because that drainage is becoming so entrenched. We will build a new sustainable trail to get people from the top of the incline down to bar trail. So that section will be improved, and we will restore it. And again, we just ask people to respect the closures of the social trails and to really use that new trail, so that way we don't continue to degrade the area that's between the incline and bar trail.
What's going to be done to ensure people don't hike it during the construction period?
We are going to be working with local PD, and fines will be issued. It will be about a $100 fine if you are on the incline and you are caught trespassing. We're really taking the trespassing serious. And we want to make sure that everybody stays safe through this process.
How long do you think the trail will be closed?
We're anticipating 4 months. We're hoping by the end of November it will be back opened.
Go ahead.
Could you be a little more specific about when it's going to be closed, please?
At this time, we don't have an exact date. We have not put the bid documents out. We will have, once we get a contractor on board, we will have exact dates that we will definitely let the public know well in advance. However, right now we're targeting the August timeframe and sometime after the ascent and the marathon, because we do understand that people utilize the incline in their training. So it will be after that period.
Sarah, when the incline closes, will the trailhead for Ute, the new trailhead for Ute Trail here and the Ute Trail behind you also be closed, or is that going to remain open?
Actually, everything in this area remains open. Manitou Springs has a wonderful free community shuttle that you can take through town that brings you up to Iron Springs Chateau and drops you off. You can still utilize that shuttle during the time that the incline is closed, up till when the shuttle stops running on September 18th. And you can still access Bar Trail, Ute Pass Trail, which this section is the Ute Indian Trail, and then the Inman Trail, which is just down the way, and then Iron Mountain Trail. So those are still available, and also the COG will remain open and operating all of its trains during construction.
Do you have a better idea of how you're going to manage to get construction materials up there?
We are exploring a lot of options, and we're going to be working with the selected contractor to finalize what that looks like. At this time, we don't have an exact method.
But you haven't ruled out helicopters?
We have not.
Okay.
No.
Sarah, I was speaking with folks yesterday, and they're wondering why a 4-month stretch for the construction that's being done. Why not, you know, in a weekend or a certain allotted amount of time? Why 4 months?
So if you were to lay the incline flat, this would be an extremely easy project to build. Because it's on a 68% slope, and because access is limited, it is an extremely challenging project. We are exploring a multitude of different ways to get material up, but if you look at the incline behind me, it's not like you can take a dump truck, back it up, dump the materials right where you need it, and start working. We're going to have to drag either the material up the hill, or we're going to have to pull it down the hill. And because of that, it's going to take more time. The other issue is because the incline is constricted in the corridor, only so many people can be working in one spot at a time, or it becomes unsafe for them, or they just aren't productive. So in a project where you have a wide open area, you can blitz it with a whole bunch of construction workers and get done as quick as possible. Because of the way the incline is, you're limited to the amount of people you can put in a particular spot. So between access, the challenge to get materials to where it needs to be, and just how many people can be working at one time, all play into the fact that it's going to take a while. But 4 months in the grand scheme of things, to keep the incline around for another 100, 200 years, it really seems like a very small amount of time.